You think you hate gossip, but you listen anyway. And that's the problem. Because the person whispering to you right now, they're not just telling you something, they're testing you. Picture this. You're at work or a party, doesn't matter. Someone leans in close. Can I tell you something? Don't repeat this, but now you're trapped. You didn't ask for it. You don't even want to know, but they've already started talking. And here's the strange part. You feel guilty if you walk away. You feel rude if you say no. So you stand there, nodding, absorbing. You tell yourself you're just being polite. But are you, or did they just turn you into an accomplice without firing a shot? Here's what's really happening. Gossip isn't just information. It's a loyalty test. When someone gossips to you, they're not sharing, they're binding. They're saying, now we both know this, now we're on the same side. It's a psychological contract. You didn't sign it, but the moment you listen, you're in. And here's the trap. If you try to distance yourself, if you say, I don't want to hear this, you become suspicious. Why would you defend them? What are you hiding? That's how they make you obey, not through force, through implication. You know what's strange? The person gossiping. They're almost never angry. They're calm, intimate, confiding, because gossip doesn't work when it's loud. It works when it feels like trust, like a secret handshake. And once you're inside that circle, walking out feels like betrayal. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah worked in a small office, 10 people. Everyone knew everyone. One afternoon, a co-worker, let's call her Jenna, pulled Sarah aside. Hey, I probably shouldn't say this, but you know Mark has been talking about you, right? Sarah froze. What do you mean? Jenna leaned closer, dropped her voice. He's been saying you're difficult to work with, that you complain too much. I just thought you should know. And then she left. Sarah spent the rest of the week watching Mark. Every glance, every silence. Was he avoiding her? Was she difficult? She replayed conversations in her head, rewrote memories. 2 months later, Sarah found out. Mark had never said anything. Jenna made it up, not out of cruelty, but because it gave her power. Sarah started coming to her for advice, for reassurance. Jenna had turned herself into the middleman, the one Sarah needed, and Sarah didn't even realize she'd been recruited. Here's the truth. You can't stop gossip by being polite. You stop it by refusing the contract, and that means you have to be willing to let them think less of you. Because when someone gossips to you, they're offering you status. We're on the inside, they're on the outside. If you reject that, you become the outsider. And most people won't do it, because being liked feels safer than being right. But here's the flip. The person who gossips to you, they'll gossip about you the moment you're gone. You were never on the inside. You were just the next audience. So when someone leans in and says, don't repeat this, but you can smile and say, then maybe don't tell me. It'll feel awkward. It'll feel cold. But here's what happens next. Nothing. They move on. Because gossip only works on people who accept the invitation. So here's the question. How many times have you listened when you should have walked away? And how many times have you been the one leaning in, testing someone else? It's strange, isn't it? We all think we're the victim of gossip, but most of us, we're also the weapon. So, which side of this are you really on? Drop a comment if this one hit different.